Some of the biggest states in the country have yet to do anything in this series so far. That's Texas, California, and New York. California, I don't know what they're doing because they're technically socialist, but they're kind of holding back. New York and Texas are probably going to be in a tough situation, though, because there is a huge fascist uprising pretty much right around their borders. So some of the most powerful states that have risen up out of the first episode is definitely Alabama. I mean, they took over all of Florida like almost like nothing. I don't really know how they did that. They're also a part of this big, massive faction called the Confederation, where a bunch of fascist states have kind of gone together, and including, oh my goodness, I didn't even realize this, that South Carolina just completely wiped up North Carolina and Virginia. That's impressive, man. That is really, really impressive. So we've got South Carolina. I could just pretty much call them Carolina. Alabama. Who's the other one? Tennessee. Tennessee not doing that good. Oh, you know what is... Pennsylvania's a part of this, isn't there? Aren't they? Yeah, Pennsylvania is a part of this. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, so they also have Pennsylvania. I mean, they kind of blend in here with the Tennessee borders. And then finally, kind of topping it all off, we have Michigan. Michigan, who, wait a second, is that all of Michigan territory too? Yes, I think it is. Holy crap, that's crazy. Okay, so I missed some of this because so many notifications have been popping up left and right that I didn't realize it. So okay, so we're gonna keep going forward. This war is probably going to be done with, I think, by, geez, I don't even know when this. I think more than likely these guys are dead. This war for, I don't know who this is. Iowa. There you go. Iowa, who got off to a pretty good start too, but I guess they weren't that good of a start. Now, what I want to start to do, maybe I shouldn't start counting my hens before they hatch. I feel like they're going to win this war. The Confederation. This big fascist confederation. I guess I'll call them the Blue Confederation because there's also a few other ones. Are you Syndicate? No, this is a democratic state kind of sitting here by themselves. They're for sure dead, unless, of course, they might be able to get Illinois and Indiana a part of that Democratic faction, possibly. We also have another Democratic faction in West Virginia, and what is this, Maryland? Yeah, I think that's Maryland. Okay, so there's a few things going on there. Again, as I said in the intro, California ain't doing nothing. So this could be one of the, because it seems like fascism is starting to rise up all over the place. Ooh, Alberta holding strong between a three-front war. Oh, that's partly because they have Montana, Wyoming, and South Dakota on their side. North Dakota also being a pretty huge feature of... they're not even a part of a faction yet. Wow, that's shocking. Good for you guys. A little bit of a syndicate power growing out of Canada. Canada doing a lot more than I thought. There was a lot of countries that switched over a lot of provinces that switched over in Canada. I'm surprised, from democratic to something else. So Nova Scotia has declared or has annexed New Brunswick. Uh-oh. So that means that's more fascism out of the Northeast. Now they've formed their own confederation. Yep, there it is. Boom. Treaty of Oklahoma. We've got Michigan taking 9 states, South Carolina taking 2 states, Pennsylvania taking 3, and Ohio, Wisconsin, Virginia, and they were puppeted. Oh, two of them were puppeted. Virginia and Iowa had become puppets, so that's only going to grow the Confederation power. Look at that. This is a very, very powerful faction. I have not seen this powerful of a faction ever before in one of these USA state Are you a part of the same confederation? That's what I want to know. It's possible. I think it's likely, actually. Actually, we can tell by this. Yes, they are. So I don't know how they're going to get over there. Now, you're also at war. Wait a second. So there's a possibility here that you guys can all get over there, right? Maybe I'm a little bit confused. Confederation, there's 2 different confederations. But again, this is also fascism rising up. So yeah, I mean, the socialist countries, the communist countries, I guess I should say, are just dropping like flies. Dropping like flies. Now, North Dakota is fascist too. If they join this Blue Confederation, man, I don't know what to tell them. That's just a lot of power. How is Alberta surviving this? Really want to know that. I don't think the Northern Commune... Oh, this is the Northwest Territory? Is that what this province is called? I don't know. This province is called. A little confused, but yeah, we've got communist countries just falling all around North America. I really don't know how many still exist at this point. It's pretty much just the West Coast that are the only forms of communism that still exists, I think, for the most part. Okay, so are you guys at war with anybody else? There's 49 world tension. We have 5 wars still going on. Florida versus Alabama. Somehow that's still going on. Why? Is it because... Okay, so it's because somebody else is involved here. Oh, wow. The Northern Commune. I don't know how Florida called the Northern Commune in all the way up at the top of the map in on this war. Oh, well, yeah. Florida was a huge help. Was a huge power for communism as a whole. And when they fell, yeah, it was over. Looks like Montana is going to win this. Look at that. I mean, they still have to take over Wyoming, but we don't know that yet. They lost quite a few troops. Now, what I'd like to start to do is look at some of the overall factories, look at some of the power, the manpower that some of these big states have now. Looks like Alberta's got to be destroyed, I think. Oh my gosh, North Dakota, that's crazy. Okay, so North Dakota has 57 factories. Let's compare it to probably one of the best states, best states, which is California. 73 factories, 1.6 million manpower. Texas has less than 1 million, but 83 factories. Okay, what about New York? New York only had 40 factories. Whoa, what's up with that? New Hampshire has joined the Confederation now. Is that another Blue Confederation? Is that... Yes, they are a part of the Blue Confederation, so there is even a little bit of an uprising here surrounding the state of New York. I've never seen the Allied states have to fight something this big before. I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. That is tough. I mean, here's the thing. So the Allied states, or I guess the Allied factions all around the world. What is this? Treaty of Chennai, right? Yeah, North Dakota. Boom. North Dakota annexed Wyoming, Montana, South Dakota, Nebraska, and they stole 13,000 equipment. North Dakota, what is going on? How is that possible? Wait a second. Okay, so they haven't chosen... Oh, they're part of it. Yep. Wait a second. There's 2 different fonts here, though. Are they a part of this or not? No, they're not. North Dakota's done their own... It says the Confederation. Did they form their own faction, their own Blue Confederation? That's really complicated. You're really making things complicated, North Dakota. Now I'm kind of like wishing that you didn't succeed. Because, yeah, you're making things a lot harder for us. All right. So all of this has been eaten up too, which Alabama still isn't technically pieced out just yet. So you're not at war with anybody else, right? No. You're not at war with anybody else. Who is that? Alberta that got destroyed? That's right. Okay, so there are still pretty much only the west coast of North America still have any forms of socialism left in this world. Alaska stayed democratic. You guys better watch it. I'm surprised you guys haven't done anything. So, what does Texas do? And I don't know if I got this thought out completely yet, but so since some of these... Oh, see, they're a part of the same, I think. Allied supporters of... So we do have Indiana, Illinois, Arkansas, and Texas, I think, working together. We've got a confederation out of Oklahoma, which is by themselves. I think they're part of the same ones up here. Nova Scotia joined. Possibly. This is called the Syndicate, and this is a Democratic with the same orange. Is this Delaware? What did you do? Join in your own thing, Delaware. You just joined your own thing. Didn't even care. Nevada hasn't joined anything either. Oh, man. All right. So, 56 world tension. Now, I believe for the Democratic states to declare their own war, what do they need? Like 75? 75, 80 world tension for them to declare offensive wars? Something like that. Okay, so wait a second. I wasn't finished with some of my examinations here. So we've got Texas at 94 factories now. So North Dakota's at 100. They're at 0 manpower, though. That is going to be killer. They need to stop. They need to slow their roll, because they're not slowing their roll at the moment. 32, 36, 8 factories for the Northern Commune. Ouch. Alaska's here at 22. New York needs to rebuild as well. Okay, so let's check on some of the Confederation. Okay, so we've got 101 for Michigan. That's pretty huge. No, I hate clicking on that accidentally. Pennsylvania's at 97 with 1.5 million manpower. Tennessee at 74 with about 1 million manpower. And Alabama actually hurt. Oh, no, I was looking at somebody else, I think. 76 factories. So if you have about 100 factories and 1 million manpower, you're looking pretty good. You're looking pretty good for the most part. It's 1939. Oh, man. Okay, so I think we will see a small moment of peace while these factions, I guess, decide what they want to do next. I have no idea, to be honest. They could go to war with anybody they want. I guess technically we could see California go after North Dakota, or vice versa. Allied supporters of. Oh, okay. So you guys joined this little Democratic faction. Syndicate, Confederation. Is that the same Confederation? I believe that is. I think that's the same Confederation as this massive blue color. I think they might be the same, to be honest. I think they're just so split up that they couldn't do the same. Well, that's why it's not, though. It's yeah, I'm smoking crack. Because it would look like this. No, it wouldn't, because they're technically at war. That's why they look like that. I think. Kansas, are you part of this? Oh, yeah, because you got puppeted. I forgot about that. Wow. All right, so 52 world tension. 52% world tension. This war won't end. Tennessee versus Kentucky. Who else do you need to capitulate here? New Mexico. You're not going to get there. You guys better get ready, because I think the Democratic states are going to come after you. While there's some time that passes, it's 1940. Some times have passed, and no, so everyone has the same sort of generic focus tree, but it still might be kind of interesting to look at, what certain countries are going after. Infrastructure, California. Well, California hasn't really been doing much of anything for the most part, but they're getting their stuff together. Maybe, perhaps they are. There's no promises that they actually are. Give control over to this state. Interesting. Okay, so what I think I'm gonna do is I'll put some time in between here, and I'm gonna fast forward a little bit and see what happens. And bam! Holy crap! A ton of things just happened. I actually wanted to mention the fact that Oklahoma was about to get destroyed, but just before that happened, we now have the socialist countries, socialist states out of the Pacific declare war on the Silver Empire, which is really, really smart, actually, because they are not a part of any faction, and they should be able to just eat up Nevada. That's too bad, because Nevada had, well, the Silver Empire, I should say, had the sexiest name, man. That was a really cool name. So there goes California. They want themselves a piece of Las Vegas, I guess, and boom, it's over. So Nevada was just turned into a socialist state. Boom. Okay, volunteer forces. Wait, Cascade has returned home to the Bay Area. I thought that Cascadia. Interesting. I don't think I knew of that. Where are you? Cascadia. Oh, there they are. Okay, I was confused for a second there. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so there's kind of a little bit of a socialist, or communist uprising here. They're getting stronger. They're staying strong. They're sending, obviously, the provinces, the communist states, provinces in Canada want to support these communist states here in southwest U.S. territory, I guess. But anyways, guys, I think we're going to have to stop right there. We're going to see what happens. Oklahoma is dead, and we'll see if they can take over Nova Scotia as well. But there seems to be a lot here on the horizon. If they get lucky and some of the Democratic states like Texas and New York also declare war on the Confederation. Without that, I seriously doubt they're going to be able to withstand all of those forces, all this huge faction that's formed. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.